There are hundreds of sales channels. Each channel will fit different ideal client profile, different market you are prospecting, or different service offering that you want to sell. This can be really confusing. Today, I will share with you what are the best sales channel for specific market. My name is Adam Skoneczny and you are watching Go Global Asia podcast. I've been living in Asia for the last 8 years and last 6 years as a CEO of EVIT organization. I've been helping Asian IT companies expand globally. In this podcast, I am talking everything related to the sales and global expansion. Welcome back. As you probably see, we are in the new arrangement. There is a new scenery. It's actually the main reason is that I just moved from Hanoi, where we had our little nice studio with the bookshelf, and I am now in Da Nang, where actually I set it up everything from scratch. So forgive me for this background. Maybe it's not super professional, but what is the most important is actually the content that I'm sharing with you. And this, what I will give you here, my promise that the content will be really valuable. With the time, we will also arrange new studio, and then the background and everything around the scenery will be much better. So what we will be talking about today is sales channel. And I guess this will be a really interesting subject for so many people, for the sales director, sales manager, for CEO even, because if you get your sales channel right, this can impact your revenue significantly. And other way around, if you're using wrong sales channel for the client that is your ideal client profile, your result will be very poor, and that at the end of the day it can bring loss for your business. So guys, let me explain you what I will do today. I will divide the globe for three main regions. We will be talking about APAC region, we will talking about US and Europe. In all those three regions, there will be specific countries that I will be exactly describing. Obviously, like APAC region or Europe, it's so big, and each of the country will be a little bit different in terms of channel that we will be using. That's why I will actually list out the countries in the specific region that I am talking about, and then I will give you the sales channels. At the end of this video, I'm pretty sure that you will be able to choose at least one sales channel and test it. Test and see how it's worked. That's number one. Number two, if you are using bad sales channel and you have a bad sales results, you might find the solution for this problem in this video, because basically I will share with you my knowledge, and like I've been doing this for a long time already, so, and with many clients. So that's mean I will share with you all of that experience. You can take it and implement, so then you can get the result in your business. So guys, I will not go with this intro too long. I will just get right into it. So let's start it. Let's start with the APAC region. And when I'm talking about the APAC region, there are a few countries that I want to focus mainly. The reason is because in some of extent they are similar, but the more important reason is there are most potential for IT services. So that's the reason why we will get them. So for instance, when we're talking about APAC region, the most potential countries would be Australia, Japan, Singapore, South Korea, Hong Kong. That's the countries that I see our clients getting the most traction. Obviously, we have also Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, a lot of countries around. But for sake of this video, I will be just mostly focusing on those countries in that region. So let's start. And something what will not surprise you, for the APAC region, the best sales channel is partnership and the network. Actually, I list this as a number one channel because in many countries such as Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, South Korea, Australia, personal network is really a strong point. It gives you competitive advantage. Obviously, it's really important in every country that you want to enter, but in those countries it's extremely important. Take as an example Japan. In Japan, from what I see, there are two main sales channels. One, the sales channel is the personal network. You know somebody, then they introduce you to another person, and then you have a client. And the existing client, if they're happy, they will introduce you to another client. And this is main sales channel. Second sales channel in Japan is agencies. But I will be not talking about the sales agencies in this video because this sales channel is only popular and efficient in Japan. Overall, if we look about Australia, Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, Singapore, the network, your personal network, referrals, and strategic partnership, that would be the number one sales channel. Number two, it's to some extent related with the first one. And the second main channel that you can use in APAC region is Customer Success Manager. Basically what it is, it's a process of growing existing client or getting new clients through existing clients. Basically, for last 2 years, we start implementing this process into our clients' organization, and we're getting amazing results. First of all, it's very fast. Second, there is a lot of business coming from this channel. Basically what it is, it's something that you are in common language coming upselling and cross-selling, plus referrals. And this is what is Customer Success Manager role. He should work with existing clients and get from them referrals, reference, cross-sell and upsell. Obviously there is a specific process, as I mentioned, this is the process. So there is a specific way to do it, that it is value driven. What I mean, very often I see companies, they make mistake. What they do, they basically go to the client and say, Mr. Client, can you buy from me more? Of course, I'm a little bit exaggerating, but basically the company is trying to sell more, not based on the client need, but on their need. So basically they want to increase the revenue, so they will ask the client, can you buy from me more? Which is not most efficient way to do it. There is another way to do it. And the another way, what we teach, is the process of Customer Success Manager, where you sell based on the client problem and you solving this problem for them. Actually, I recorded already one video about that, and you can see the link below in the comment section. Next, for the APAC region, we can say that LinkedIn outreach is also very, very efficient. And LinkedIn outreach, I actually would narrow this down to the two countries. First is Australia, second is Korea, and maybe also Singapore. So in those 2-3 countries, we can actually have a very nice result by using the cold outreach through LinkedIn. Whatever way you do it Sales Navigator, or you do bots, or whatever your way it is, but it's also very efficient. There is one more element I want to mention about LinkedIn, because when we're talking about LinkedIn as a sales channel, people perceive mostly that we will use LinkedIn to send the message. And this is only one way actually how you can use the LinkedIn. Second, you can position yourself as an expert and get inbound leads. Actually, this is something that I do a lot for with my clients. I position myself as an expert. I am producing the content. I am producing some posts, and then they perceive me as an expert, and I hope, and I'm pretty sure I am also expert in this area. They come to me and they ask for my expertise. So there is the outbound and inbound channel through LinkedIn. Next, really good channel in the APAC region is industry events, trade shows. So it's actually a place where you can kind of connect both channels, meaning personal relationship, because you can meet somebody and talk to them and show them who you are, what kind of service you offer. And then second, it's like kind of cold approaching those people. So how does it work exactly? Basically, what you can do if you're planning to go to the trade show, if there is some very good trade show when there is some event, you can run the campaign before that and start making some relationship already with your potential client. And then you go there and then you talk to them and you build on that previous relationship, what you generated before through your either email campaign or LinkedIn campaign. But connecting two channels and putting this into the frame, like you meet the people at the trade show, that you will be end goal, it's really efficient also in the APAC region. Next, there is a resellers and a partner channel. So basically collaborating with other businesses and sell your services through them under white label model, for example. Why this is so popular? Because in APAC region you have so many countries that their economic situation is much different. So you have a Vietnam, for instance, where average salaries is, let's say, I don't know, $300. And then you have a Japan, where average salaries is, I'm just now guessing, but let's say $1,500. So there is a huge gap. And those countries, they are relatively close to each other. So obviously in Vietnam, the prices for IT engineers, they will be much lower than in Japan. So Japanese companies, Japanese resellers, they can collaborate with a Vietnamese, Indian company and then resell their resources in the local market. Last channel that is least potential for this region is cold email. And I don't think I need to explain much about what is the cold email. Just would like to remind you, don't spam. If you don't have a ICP, if you don't have a USB, don't send any email. All right, guys, now we will move to the second market. The second market that we will be talking today is United States. And recently we have so much information coming from there. The economy is up and down because of Mr. Donald Trump and his tariffs and the trade wars with China. A lot of things is happening, so I can say this market is a little bit risky at this stage for IT businesses. If you rely on this market in 100%, what I mean, if you're dependent that 100% of your client coming from that market, it's a little bit risky, but this is just on the side note. Let me introduce you what kind of channels we can use to actually approach that market and get some business, get some traction. First of all, what will be also a little bit surprising, in the APAC region, cold email was last. In US, cold email is first. Yeah, guys, cold email is working pretty well in US if you do it well. US people, they have a tendency to answer the emails if they touch in very specific pain points and if they add in the value. If they look that there are beneficial for the receiver, that means if somebody read your email and they ask themselves what is in this for me, and there is a lot of elements that is for them, so they will be willing to answer. I know many people, they will say to me, oh Adam, like US people, they don't care about emails, they just mark it as a spam. It's so much people email them. It's true, but again, I want to come back to what I just said to you. It must be value driven, it must solve the problem, and it must be directed to the very specific person. If you have those elements in place, then the email campaign will work very effectively. Next, it's LinkedIn and expert positioning. Very similar what I said with the APAC region. Here we have an outbound and inbound, so you can reach to your cold prospect through the outbound message, and then you can also position yourself as an expert and get people come to you and ask about your service and product. Next, partnership with the consulting firms or software integrators. And this is very similar story, as I said, with Japan. So you can imagine that between Asian countries and US, the gap in the economic situation is pretty huge. So very often US companies using cheaper resources to deliver the value to their clients in US. This is really good channel. Guys, I saw so many companies that their business just basically explode, seriously explode, because they got very good partner. And I have some situation that one of my clients, we actually were working with him at that time. He got good friend in US. This friend, he recommended him to somebody else. They signed contract with the software integrator company, and they start delivering to one of the biggest company in the world, together with their partner in US. And their growth was something like 300% a year. They were growing their business here in Vietnam. So if you get right consulting firm, right partner, right system integrator, then you can actually expand and enter this market very successfully. Next, for the US, I want to share this channel as well, but it's not extremely potential. The reason is because of location. What I mean, basically events and joining the trade show. Obviously, if you fly from let's say India to Singapore, from Vietnam to Singapore, from Vietnam to Korea, from Malaysia to Hong Kong, or to Japan, it's much easier than fly from India to US, fly from Vietnam to US. So if you want to apply this channel, you need to make sure you fly into the warm leads. What does that mean? Before you fly there, make sure you run multiple campaigns, you have a potential warm leads, you have a already network built, and you have a calendar booked with multiple meetings. Only then you can risk your money and fly to go to the trade show and meet your partners. And last one is personal referral programs. So in US, I noticed that people, they trust word of mouth, they trust their friends, and they are much more willing to take a risk. So if you find a personal partner who can introduce you to somebody, you can provide some commission to this partner. It's also pretty potential channel. Okay, guys, and we move into our last region. And in this region, I will focus on the countries such as UK, DACH region, Nordic region, Eastern Europe. In Eastern Europe, I will probably narrow down to Poland, Czech Republic, and that's it. And then France, that will be the countries what I want to talk about. Obviously, then we have also Central Europe, Germany. Those countries that are at this time, today it's 17 or 18 of April when I'm recording this video, 2025. With this market condition, with this economy, those are the top countries that we will consider when we want to enter the Europe market. So, what are one of the best channel, guys? One of the best channel that again might surprise you. It's business association, networking clubs, and industry association. So if you manage to join into this association, you can get instant exposure to multiple people that could be very potential client for you. So imagine that you're working in IT industry and you join to the biggest German IT association, and then you fly to their online meeting or offline meeting, or you do online meetings from Vietnam or from India, wherever. You get opportunity to sit down in front of the very potential leads, build the relationship, build the trust, which is super important, and then close the deal. Let me come back to the to discussion about the trust. The biggest challenge is that with Europe, people need to trust you. And they will trust you if they see you and talk to you and know who you are. So they really also still pragmatic in sense of that they care about their business, yeah, but they also care about who they're working with. Not so much like in Asia, but like they need to have this little bit personal relationship. Okay, let me move on to the second channel, and here I would give a second place to LinkedIn and direct outreach. What you might notice that I don't say expert positioning. I don't see much traction coming from the personal branding in the Europe. People, they don't have a tendency to come to you. Obviously, it will not harm you. Let's say if somebody, let's say there are two businesses in the Europe and they talk to each other and they say, oh, I'm looking partner in Vietnam, and somebody say, oh, I know Adam, and they check my branding, then it will be beneficiary than not have it at all. They will be much more willing to connect with me. But it's not like main reason why they talking to me, why they connect with me. There is very little leads coming, just like inbound leads. It's not happening much. So actually direct outreach, outbound sales through the LinkedIn is really, really efficient in the Europe. And the best countries for that, it would be UK, it's really open for that. Poland, it's pretty open for the LinkedIn outreach, and Germany as well. Next, it's pretty old sales channel, but it's working very well. I'm not actually sure, should I say sales channel? It's more marketing, and what it is, it's SEO. SEO and content marketing is pretty good still in the Europe. Again, as I said, it's pretty old, but the thing what I was mentioning with you, if somebody see that you are positioned very high on the Google search ranks and you have a very good website, this trust, what I mentioned before, is growing up, and they will have a more tendency to connect with you. Make sure you have some case studies at your website. Make sure you have some good word from your client about your service. That will also help. Next is industry trade show. And very similar like with US, this is a great opportunity for the people to meet, talk, but make sure that you fly into the warm leads. If you fly to the Europe, go to the trade show, invest a lot of money, time, and hope that you can get the client, that might be a little bit waste of the time and money for you. You definitely can do it much more efficient. So then the last channel what I have here, it's cold email. And the cold email, it's a little bit tricky. In Europe, people start being very sensitive about this because of GDPR. They don't really like that you send them the email because they don't know where you took their email from, or they don't know where you took the data from. So they could be very sensitive to it. But for instance, in the UK, people are pretty familiar with this. In Poland, in Germany, so in France it's okay, but you need to do it in French language. That will be much better conversion. So guys, that's it. That was the most converting sales channel for 2025. What I want you to do is basically choose one channel and test it. Choose it, fit with your ideal client profile, fit with your market, fit with your service offering, test and see what is test and see if it's working for you. Test and measure. When you have the data, then adjust or keep going or focus, scale this channel. But I don't recommend to choose more than 2 channels and train at the same time, because if you want to do it properly, you really need to measure the data. And if you have too many data points to measure, the analytics might be a little bit confusing. That's why I don't recommend choosing more than 2 channels, and I don't recommend you run multi-channel campaigns at this stage. Guys, last but not least, highly encourage you to subscribe. I'm sharing a lot of information about the SaaS, global expansion, and just generally business operation. So feel free to subscribe, leave me a comment, share with me some ideas, share with me your concerns and the problems that causing your business to stagnant or not grow. Recently, we can hear a lot of concerns about the US market and global economic. If this is something that you want me to record one episode for you guys, feel free to comment below. Thank you so much. This is Go Global Asia podcast, and I see you in next episode. Bye bye.